If you played The Evil Within or some of the old Resident Evil games, then you know a good survival horror game can be one of the most riveting experiences. But you've got to fulfill both of those promises, survival and horror, if you really want to deliver a compelling experience. I think The Evil Within did a pretty good job at that actually. Most of the ammo and resources you had were scarce and the game was quite disturbing on the whole. I loved the linear story. I felt like it propelled you forward and never let up. Despite the fussy, stiff controls in the ending, I thought the game was quite good. So today I've got some brand new footage of The Evil Within 2 to share. I played about an hour and a half of it, and I have to admit, I didn't want to give the controller up when Bethesda told me to stop playing. The Evil Within 2 feels very refined and a little bit different this time around. For starts, you've got a semi-open world to explore. The city of Union is now your home, full of all sorts of horrific zombies, safe house victims, blood, and there's this very eerie feeling to it all. The darkness, the way the game plays with your head, the creepy distortion effects, it's all very hair-raising. You play once again as Sebastian, but this time around to rescue Lily, your daughter.
Gotta stop this guy and save Lily.
There's not much known about Lily in the original game outside of a journal that states that she died before turning 5 years old, having just started kindergarten. In The Evil Within 2, it's discovered that Lily was kidnapped by Mobius prior to her quote-unquote death, spurring Sebastian into venturing into STEM to get her back. A stark contrast to the thriller-style detective story of the first game for sure. The first thing that is abundantly clear is that the controls have been tightened up significantly. The movements and animations of Sebastian are way more fluid in this game, yet still deliberate enough to make you tread lightly around those corners. Like other survival horror games such as RE4, this isn't a run and gun game. However, the gameplay in The Evil Within 2 is extremely satisfying, surprisingly so, as I thought the gameplay in the first one left a little bit to be desired. But in this game, nothing feels better than that boom after sitting out around, especially because all that ammunition is extremely limited. Yeah, the shotgun feels that good. And of course, aiming down sights does slow your movement, so you gotta pick your spots carefully, adding to that layer of tension that we all love in a survival horror game. The upgrade tree is also back, but it's a little bit more expansive this time around as you would expect. Each of the 5 trees, health, combat, athleticism, recovery, and stealth, have their own trees that require once again that old familiar green gel. But you're also going to need red gel this time around to unlock the various branching paths that will lead you to the good stuff. I've been told these will be limited, so you will have to make some serious decisions on stealth or combat, health or movement speed, stuff like that. In addition to the upgrade tree, you've also got a workbench and live crafting. You can craft the resources you'll need by picking up components in the world, and it's going to cost you more to craft things on the fly in real time as opposed to finding one of these workbenches. So it's a pretty cool trade-off system that's going to add to the decision making in the game. Hopefully, the generous inventory space of the original game is a little bit more limited this time around because that was an issue for me that undercut the survival aspect of the game. During my playthrough, I had access to this boss here, this crazy buzzsaw-wielding freak show. Yeah, she's creepy as hell. I think one of the things a survival horror game struggles with in these kind of boss fights is that run from the boss, shoot the boss, and then repeat kind of gameplay loop. It's just something inherent to the genre because your movement and powers are very limited, hence the survival theme of the game. So The Evil Within 2 seems to tackle this by throwing a lot of stuff on the screen, boxes you can break up, cars you need to jump over, and things that get in your way. It makes sure that if you fixate too much on the boss, you'll just run into something and he's gonna kill you. So a decent solution to that problem. Now the second boss I played and fought was designed in a similar way, and I think it did a pretty good job of turning that merry-go-round gameplay into more deliberate action, but I'll show you that in a little bit. After shilling the crazy buzzsaw lady, you enter a safe house of sorts, greeted by a barely alive dude who gives you a transmitter which you'll be using momentarily. The safe house is akin to kind of like a haunted house, lights flickering and dancing on the walls as you traverse down its very tight corridors. After a few puzzles, it's straight down to boss number 2. So I'm going to leave you guys with the rest of the footage. I hope you enjoy it. It's looking very promising for The Evil Within 2. You guys can expect me, hopefully, to review the game when it comes out on October 13th. Enjoy the rest of the footage, guys, and I'll see you Saturday with our next video.
What's this about? What's this? This camera's so old. Must mean something. Nothing. What am I missing? Same dress. appreciate the art. Fine. As long as it gets me closer to you, I'll play your game. Who comes up with this stuff? It's ticking. The pendulum stopped. I remember this. Still a cold case. That's Lily. This guy's playing with me.
This one is perfect. Naturally so. It is my work, after all. Death preserved on silver nitrate. Like a fly in amber. Beautiful.
Another one. But what's he after? This has to be the emitter.
Authorization required. Please connect an authorized terminal.
Terminal? Must mean this communicator.
Restart sequence initiated.
You've been searching for me for so long, so I have come. But wait, it's not me you seek, is it? No, it's the girl. I should be offended. But how can I be? You're not the only person who wants her power. There is another, one far more deserving. One who can offer rewards you could never imagine. So sorry, but you've been outbid. Fear radiates from you. It's beautiful, but not yet finished. I am Stefano, and now you are my art. Son of a bitch! Meet my beautiful Obscura.
Restart sequence.
You gotta be
initiated.
kidding me.
Sequence will complete in 90 seconds.
That thing is stopping the emitter from activating. I just have to hold it off until the emitter starts.
80 seconds. 70 seconds. seconds. Stable field emitter restarted. Stabilization procedure completed.
Great. Saved my own ass. But what am I supposed to do now? If he's gone, he didn't leave Lily here. Where did he take her? Should give Kibben an update about this.